And Ronan, you always love the stars, and I think you, as much as I always try and push back on it, you're usually right that uh, whose stars are going to shine brighter, and I posit that to you because I think that's a big part of the series is can Tatum and Brown really open the next level of their stardom, or are we going to see Klay Thompson and Curry remind everybody what they are?
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting battle. I think one that's positive for Boston is in games that we've seen the Celtics and Golden State match up. Marcus Smart has generally been able to do a pretty good job on Steph Curry. And one thing that helped him in the last series was when he was not able to get his looks at three, he was easily able to cut into an open lane and get right at the rim. He's not going to be able to do that against this Boston team. They're going to be able to chase him off the 3 point line, but he's not going to have open lanes. They'll have the switchability. They'll also have the rim protection that we did not see at all from Dallas. The question is on Andrew Wiggins. We saw how aggressive he was on offense against Dallas. No way in hell are we seeing that for another series. This
No
guy was just
shot.
too inconsistent. His defense might hold
Yeah.
up, but we're not going to see that level of offense. And that could prove a big blow to this Warriors team. And that's going to put more pressure on the likes of Curry and Klay and Jordan Poole coming off the bench as well. He could see more minutes in this series.
Pool's
But
gonna have to step up this series. If he doesn't, then that's all hope for them because that bench is a lot smaller than Boston's. Because we don't know how Gary Payton's gonna be when he comes back, if he comes back. And I think if Poole doesn't step up, the Warriors might be in trouble.
yeah,
Tim, if you're choosing, you because you have to choose ultimately when you got Clay, when you got Curry, and especially when they run both of them out there with Poole, you have to choose. I mean, where
100%.
where do you choose Tim to, you lay off of? Do you expect what you just say? Okay, Wiggins had a great series, but that's not going to happen again. We'll try to rotate away from him and send help. Is that the guy?
I I'd
I don't
say
know.
so. Honestly, it's like pick your poison, but I wouldn't want to do it against Curry or Klay Thompson, and honestly, maybe not Jordan Poole unless he's in a night where he's not hitting his shots. So it really just depends on what kind of Andrew Wiggins are you going to get, because sometimes he comes off on fire, and sometimes he can go for 7 from three. So it really just depends on the night. But if you're making me choose about a player to kind of lay off of and protect the paint and kind of help out in a sense, got to be Andrew Wiggins. It's either Andrew Wiggins or Jordan Poole. So of those two, who's more likely to get hot? And I say Jordan Poole because he just had a
Yeah.
phenomenal season.
Mhm.
I think that's a right answer, and I think that's why the more I think about it, the people who are the odds out there for what was I want to say it's plus 2,500 for Andrew Wiggins to win Finals MVP.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not a bad looking bet because it takes him shooting as efficiently as he has and doing what he's done on defense because he's going to be on Jason Tatum. That's going to be the matchup that I don't think has been talked about enough is how can Andrew Wiggins affect Jason Tatum here? Because I think he definitely had the athletic advantage against Luka. So Luka didn't have his first step against him, and he was surprisingly strong against him in the post. We haven't really seen Tatum take advantage of that this series. So I think it's really on Wiggins. So if Wiggins is a huge contributor here, he'd have to be up there. He'd have an Andre Iguodala-esque type of finals performance to be an MVP if the Warriors end up winning this.
Thanks for watching Coast to Coast on YouTube. For full episodes, check out the show wherever you get your podcasts. And for all the best hot takes, subscribe to the Coast to Coast YouTube channel below.